for one last time. I know it's a ukulele, but that's the only thing I play. I wish I played piano or drums or the didgeridoo, but I only play the ukulele, so that's what I'm gonna do. And this is a little theme song for the Happiness Anonymous Share Show. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Happiness Anonymous Share Show. My name is Jem. Check in the comments section how you're doing. That is just meaning, how are you? Let me know how you are in honest and all of the truth. Hello and welcome to the final Happiness Anonymous Share Show that is part of the PBH Free Fringe 2021. Yes, it is the final show after a month long of doing every single show every single day outside of Tuesdays. And I am checking in. Kind of sad. Kind of relieved because I can now sleep. But kind of a little bit sad and a little bit nervous about where am I going to get my thrills now. This is by all means not the end of streaming. I've enjoyed it so much that I don't care if nobody watches. So the Happiness Anonymous show in some form, or me definitely, will be streaming because I've so thoroughly enjoyed it. And yes, for now, we've reached it. We've done it. Thank you to absolutely everybody. Some of you have been watching absolutely every day, and it has been magical and far more than I expected. And I am so, so touched and so wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, whack into the comment section. I'll be commenting along anytime I see anybody pop anything up. But thank you so much. And I've dressed up sparkly for this. I thought, you know what? It's sparkly time. Because we all need a celebration. And speaking of celebration, I have been racking my brains as to what to do for this final show. There have been lots of different things planned. There have been lots of things happening live that have changed those plans, and I've been racking my brain as to how to end this show, knowing that it's not the end, but knowing that this is the first chapter, which is the PBH Free Fringe's virtual show, the Happiest Anonymous Share Show, the debut of this show. It's coming to an end, and I've been racking my brains on how to end it. And I've got one thing planned. And then I sat down and wrote something else. One of the things that I like to do with everything, really, is when you're going through something, and when I'm going through something, I will always journal. I will always write about it. And whenever I do a project, I kind of treat it as a debrief. I saw recently a video of somebody at a stand-up gig turning around and saying, when the comedian turns around and says, "Oh, you're a couple in the audience. How long have you been dating?" And the guy turns around and says, 2 quarterly reviews long. And it comes out that they have these reviews, these quarterly reviews, which are essentially check-ins with themselves as individuals, because you can be an individual in a relationship, but also a check-in on the relationship. And you sit thinking, oh, this is ridiculous, and then you go, that's such a good idea. And this show has been something that is very, very special to me and important to me, and also has been a bit of an experiment. So, tying all of what I've just said together, I sat down and I wrote a few words that kind of summarized what this means to me. And usually on a Sunday night, I come to you live with a podcast. This isn't going to be one of the podcasts unless I decide, oh, actually, that's quite nice. But I thought, usually I sit and I speak something and I speak some words at ya. So I thought, okay, I'll actually read this bit of journaling. So I got my little Happiness Anonymous book that's got all of the secrets in it. So tonight, my show, the Happiness Anonymous Share Show, comes to an end. This show started out as a theatre show. It started out as a response to someone looking at my trauma, looking at the things I was dealing with, and giving me a creative solution to get through it. I didn't realize that years later it would still be doing that for me, but in a different form. I remember sitting on the green in the campus of Edinburgh University with a friend talking about the issues I was going through at the time. It was a hard year, 2015, the black hole of a year. And they turned around to me, gave me loads of advice, and then found out I had a phobia of zombies. And they laughed so hard. Then they turned around and said, okay, you wished you'd done a solo show at university and you never did. You did a group show instead. You wished that you had done a solo show, so I dare you to do a show where you turn yourself into a zombie. I laughed. I was never going to do that. Then I decided to do that. Then, years later, an actual apocalypse happened, and I couldn't take my show to the Edinburgh Fringe. Then I turned it into a film. Then I didn't shoot that film because, yet again, life got in the way. Challenges. Happiness Anonymous is all about overcoming challenges. This show turned into something that was bigger than me. And that was before it even started. Now it's huge. Now it eclipses. I decided a show about happiness shouldn't cause stress, shouldn't destroy my happiness. So I decided I would put my happiness on screen. Then, because all things come out of challenge and all things come out of darkness sometimes, I decided to use the whole show as an experiment. I've always been a control freak. I have always been an organizer. I'm very good at the latter. Usually, I would plan a show like this to perfection. I'm a perfectionist and don't like coming into something looking like I've never done it before. I've never live streamed before. The whole month, I avoided marketing the show because that was the only thing I allowed myself to feel cowardice in. But the Happiness Anonymous Share Show was me confronting my fears, me embracing the joy and perfection of imperfection. It was allowing others to have control in my life, others to have influence. And I have tears in my eyes as I write this and say that not only did people come into my life and share in my show, but they did so with gusto, and some have even expressed that they want to do it again. I didn't think I'd get this teary. I thought I'd get all teary before. Where was I? Yeah. The Happiness Anonymous Share Show was me embracing imperfection. And somehow I found perfection in that. It was me embracing the chance that everybody could say no and I could not have any friends, as the demons tell me I do. I was proved wrong, thankfully. My therapist is excited and should be joyous. This has been one big experiment. And I'm so, so proud. It has been thrilling. It has taught me to live with uncertainty. It has taught me to embrace uncertainty. And it has taught me that love is found in every corner of everybody's heart. And love is joy and love is happiness. And I am so filled with love and happiness and joy right now. I didn't think this show could do that. I thought this show would just be a streamed live stream show for the Edinburgh Fringe. This is also the first time that I have performed at the Edinburgh Fringe for a full run. It has been challenging. It has been, at times, stressful. But it has always consistently been thrilling and freeing and everything the Fringe is. And I'm so glad that I get to be part of the PBH Free Fringe with that. The Happiness Anonymous Share Show, or at least the Happiness Anonymous Theatre Show, will be back in Edinburgh as soon as possible. As soon as I won't cause the plague that the show is set in anyway. I am only cursing now that I feel I'll have to do the Share Show in Edinburgh alongside a show that makes me be 6 people all at once. Yeah. The rest is kind of just squiggles and words and just a big smiley face. And I thought that is something that is the truth. And I really, really wanted to thank this list of people. My Gish team, all of their names are over there, and some of the names that are on previous teams. Thank you, my Gish team. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Fiona. Thank you to Sarah. Thank you to my dad. Thank you to the Theatre Pitch podcast with Rick, Libby, and Beth as special guests, and the ones I didn't share and show. And thank you to Sean. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Shannon. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Ban, the man. Thank you, Shantae. Thank you, Ewan. Thank you, Bryony. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Barney. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Jenny. And thank you, Jen. And thank you, Leave. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Gianni. Thank you, Emna. And that list is far larger than I think I'd have to say. But in the Oscar speech that I'm so dressed for, thank you. I thought, what is one way that I can close this show? And I thought dedicating this show to you guys and giving a share about the impact that you have given me and had on me is accurate. Also, a huge, huge thanks to everybody who's been watching. Thank you to the people who have messaged me throughout this. Thank you to the people who have watched silently as well. You are seen, if only as a little counter in the top of my screen. But thank you so much. And if there's been anything that you've enjoyed, throw it into the comment section, throw it into a direct message, throw it somewhere. I would love to hear, and everything's still on demand and shall remain there, because I think that's a really nice way to commemorate what's happening here. Another thing I did, because in the first share show, with all of the different shares, I wrote a song. So I've written another one. I currently have a blister forming on my hand because of it. Yay! It's reinstated that I like being an actor, not a musician, but I have really enjoyed writing songs. So I'm going to share that with you now. And this, in the final Happiness Anonymous share show of the PBH Free Fringe 2021 gig. Everybody else has shared a lot, and I had planned a load of other shares and decided to scrap them when I was like, I'm not going to be able to fit those in. I have to choose between my stuff and the stuff others have sent me. Frankly, others, yeah, I can always do this. I can always just sit there and scream into the abyss of the internet. But this is a share from me, and this is a very current share from me. I know it's a ukulele, but that's the only thing I play. But I'll play it to you now in a different way. Today is the last day of my show. It's been a crazy month of the Happiness Anonymous show. And I thank you all for all that you have shared. The songs, the poems, cats, dogs, songs, and dances. You've shown me you gotta back yourself, you gotta treat yourself, you gotta push yourself, you gotta love yourself. Just like my thanks for you, just like my love for you, just like my all for you. Just look at you. There's been chats of toast, crochet, and oceans, gender accidents and transformations. And through it all, you've all transformed me and this show. And now I really just don't want to have to go through chats with Joe, Ross, Ryan, and all you live. You've given me some joy for all my life. Dances in the woods, in masks, and in this room. And baking craft, so many shares to consume. And you've shown me you gotta back yourself, you gotta treat yourself, you gotta push yourself, you gotta love yourself. Just like my thanks for you, just like my love for you, just like my awe at you. Just look at you. New songs, playlists, covers, and people's firsts. The Rock, Shakespeare, and even Michelle Obama. I can't begin to share my awe of you. You've shared your skills, your joy, and something true. We gished it, yeah. I couldn't have wished it, nah. How much you smashed this, yeah. You've really thrashed this, yeah. And you've shown me you gotta back yourself, you gotta treat yourself, you gotta push yourself, you gotta love yourself. Just like my thanks for you, just like my love for you, just like my awe at you. Just look at you, yes, you. It's not perfect, which is the point. It is fun, it is a challenge, and it is everything that this show, you as viewers, you as sharers, have inspired in me. Thank you. I think I might just go away and say I'm not going to gish it anymore. I've got to come up with a word that kind of means gish, but in dedication for you. So if you've got an idea as to what that word is, throw it into the comment section. But yes, thank you so much. This is it's been fun. It's been absolutely fun. I will be back. I shall be back. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss me, if and when, well, not if, but when I come back, then you want to sit there, follow boop, boop, Happiness Anonymous Show. That is what it is on Instagram. At the moment, it's only Instagram. And that'll be with the Happiness Anonymous Show. You can also let me quickly create the banner for this to make sure you miss nothing, because I'm not good at self-promotion and pre-planning that, so I haven't done that. Also not wearing my glasses. You can find everything on Linktree there as well, but then if you also, that is me directly, so you'll see absolutely everything I do that is with the Happiness Anonymous show, as well as with everything else that I do, which is super fun. So do go and give those a follow. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. This is the only time I I I will do this in this show because, well, no, I don't like it. But also, there are still shows on demand for the PBH Free Fringe. There are still a couple of shows happening tonight, which is super exciting, and one or two happening tomorrow. But please go check them out, and also give the PBH Free Fringe a follow as well. So that is, as I type it as fast as I can whilst also speaking, it's like rubbing my head and tapping my tummy. The Free Fringe. There you go. The Free Fringe, and it'll have that. Come on! Anybody who's watching for more than just this stream knows that I have gotten very proud that in the last week I've been able to pick up the right hand, but I do it again. Anyway, they have that logo because I know there are other free fringes and things that are around the world, but look for that and you'll find the Free Fringe. Go give them a like, go give them a follow as well. But thank you so much to everybody who has taken part in the Happiness Anonymous Share Show 2021 at the PBH Free Fringe. Thank you to everybody who's watched, anybody who has sat and just thought about it, even if it's just for a minute. Thank you. That song is also for you. Yeah. I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you guys. There will be a podcast out tomorrow. We will resume normal scheduling here at the Happiness Anonymous show. And I will be back. But have an amazing, amazing week. Have an amazing night. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, see you later.